So I was thinking, seeing what's happening in the world, knowing cycles, patterns, maybe all our mythologies, all these prophetic books were about stories to come. Or that hours come and go. You get on the river, you're in a canoe. You know there's going to be rapids somewhere. They might be different than the ones you've experienced, but the energy is the same. So I'm thinking of the Atlantis myth. Just as a happening, potential happening. Planetary war. People possessed by power become evil overlords. They become disconnected from the feminine wisdom, open energy, and they define themselves in yang to reshape godhood, to create technologies, edifice, icon expression external, to channel power into, create a new god. They sacrifice one thing for another, and they become at one with nature, with an atomistic nature, a Saturnian nature. They perverse nature by trying to create deviations which they may control and play godhood with. So chimeras are created. A disconnection from spirit, from your intuitive faculties is encouraged. The slave castes in the power hierarchy battle. A great war is waged. The underdogs, the Thracians, overthrow Atlantis. And then a great flood ensues. That's one perspective. Another is Atlantis battled Mu, or Lemuria. I feel there are many myths that fall into this energy cycle. So if you think of the slave castes and the hierarchy doing battle, that's what we have in the world now. Power brokers turn us on one another, turn us on each other, so we cannot see the true enemy, essentially. They do that in a way to nurture a nature where we have to step within ourselves to find our own truth rather than trust what is given to us as programming. So we are doing battle with the system. The system is out to get us. It's a information war. Battle of belief. Always has been. It's just we didn't realize every time we woke up that the consensus reality social contract was being rewritten, asking more of our nature to be given for the machine, to become it. So, I mean, there is a physical, spiritual thing going on. Metaphysics to the mundane. So Saturn devouring the young, all that other stuff, all that was pure and true, and that which safeguarded us being proven to be wrong, ill-advised, ill-intended. Or so it seems. But that's just in that paradigm. We got to go beneath that to what is nature. What is the resonance of creation rather than replication? So that's what Pluto and Uranus are bringing for us. It is the annihilation of replication to become edifice. You either stand with this homogeneous techno thing, or you bring a purity of yourself into reality, and it meets you some way. There's a way we have to overcome ourselves and our own hubris and what we believe to be. There's always ignorance. It's either the ignorance you don't know about or the ignorance you do and you refuse to face. So sometimes you have to choose what you know. The shadow stuff. And allow reality to guide you to a consensual agreement. And if it isn't based off of the repercussions of societal hand-me-downs, then it is of a pure refinement. And if there is a place for that in the world of mimicry, then you become the API between that and imagination, what is possible. A portal for spirit. And in that pursuit, you're carrying this fire in the dark, and the people that are possessed by the shadows, their shadows seek the portal of you to be manifest in form. So they come to you to live out. And it's natural because that's how we learn in relation to one another. There's these hungry ghosts hanging on to the family lineage, to the spirits of the ancestors. There's a promise made. And whatever they didn't carry in that relational contract, that dynamic of life, they handed down along with the fire. It's a shadow. And when it collects up, our societies grow to these amazing things, and we put all that tension into God form, and then when they break down, we gotta pay off what we owe, and we gotta carry it ourselves and break the yoke. And when you're carrying your own, you have the urge to help others. But when you carry others' loads, it doesn't really help them or you. So the best thing you figure to do is to carry yours best you can, to show what you know to be true of yourself. And if someone resonates with that, then they'll understand. They don't, they can't, that's alright, they got a different way. So that's what Virgo learns through Aries. How you transform the spirit of Aquarius. These next few days you can bring awareness to your wounds. You can honor your own healing through realizing you're in life dynamics already, you're in patterns. How can you bring your side of the equation into alignment? How can you get yourself feeling better within yourself? Without attributing your value to expression, the dynamics, how you relate with the group, with the unified front, with the societal expectation, the obligation, whatever that might be or seem to be. You're setting the spirit in motion here. Body and mind are connected. Motion becomes function, focus, eventually. This is why people get good at things when they do it often. Well, every breath brings you to this moment. It's one huge breath. Alright, well that's all I wanted to say, so thanks for watching, listening and being.